Welcome, welcome. My name is Sir Ryan Knight, and I'm here to talk to you about the Detailing Knights Knighthood Academy Youth Entrepreneurship Program, where we show you that you have the ability to earn while you learn. So I'm going to jump into our presentation that'll walk you through the different options of how you can work with us this summer. So, Knighthood Academy, as I mentioned, earn while you learn this summer. I am your host, facilitator. My name is Sir Ryan Knight, the founder of Detailing Knights. Been running Detailing Knights for about 16 years, and in the summer, being able to support students in school or even out of school on how to start their own businesses using our company, Detailing Knights, as a guide. So, Detailing Knights is a mobile waterless car cleaning company. So, we go to people's houses or their offices, clean their cars on the spot without using water, and are plant-based, eco-friendly cleaning supplies. And so, why are you here? It's really an information session, really to give you a taste of what is expected, what we do, and see if it's a fit for you. So, no commitment, no obligation. Learn and hear what it's about, and then join us at our training so that we can go through the summer program and then you can get started. So, one, it is really to see if it's a fit. We'll show you exactly how the program works and what you'd be doing and what you can earn, and you can decide for yourself if it's right for you. Number two, you could pick your path. So we do have two tracks, one that we call our zone marketers, and also that includes like no car cleaning. You're just helping to get bookings. Really, you're part of the marketing team. And we also have the night apprentice, where you can learn how to do detailing, work with our uh, established detailing teams, and be part of those teams as we're going out and doing the work, cleaning the cars. So number three, you'll walk away with a number, knowing what realistically you can earn in the summer and see what type of effort it takes to earn your revenue goals. So a bit of background with Detailing Nights. As I mentioned, we started, I would say unofficially in 2009, back when I was still in school at Sheridan College and was able to start Detailing Nights. To date, we've served over 6,000 clients and growing. We are environmentally friendly. We use 150 times less water. We call it a 99% reduction in water waste, where traditional car wash could be using 60 to 100 liters of water. We only use 400 liters, sometimes only 300 milliliters of water. And we were one of the first B Corps in Brampton and one of the first auto detailing B Corps around the world. So we were certified as a social enterprise by B Corp or Lab B at the time. A bit of fun facts. We've been featured on the TV show Dragon's Den through CBC. We work with the city of Toronto to do some of their fleet contracts. We were named the Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year by the Toronto Board of Trade. Also, a board member of the Mississauga Board of Trade and a founding board member of the Peel Learning Foundation, and part of the Sheridan College Pelon School of Business Hall of Fame. So if you're ever at one of the Sheridan College campuses, Oakville, Mississauga, or Brampton, you might see me on the wall. So some fun facts for you. So I wanted to give you an overview of the two different paths. So one is being a zone marketer, where you're able to help drive the bookings for the detailing teams. So you're not doing the car cleaning, you're more just helping get the word out. So we, as the marketers, post on social media, whether it's Facebook groups or neighborhood apps. We hand out flyers and door hangers in the postal codes that you're going to be working in. So you also manage your own referral code. So that's how we track how people are engaging with your marketing and then making sure that you get your payments. And that helps us track the bookings as well. And so you'd also follow up with warm leads if people are interested and touch base with you. And if there's a call list from past clients that are in your area, we would give you those contacts so you can reach out to them and say, hey, checking in, spring is here, summer is here, fall is here. Are you interested in getting your car clean? And of course, we always work with you to try and hit your weekly targets. We have weekly check-ins and just accountability to make sure that, hey, the goals that you're trying to hit, we can support you to get there. And on the flip side, the night apprentice, they do the detailing. So they learn from one of our core detailing team how to do car cleaning. If you do have a vehicle and can get around, you can then become one of the core detailers. But of course, you start out as a night apprentice. So you would shadow our detailers and learn our royal detail system. The work is scheduled. So it's scheduled alongside the bookings that happen. So you typically meet the team member or work with them or go with them to appointments. You do interact with customers. You learn how to answer questions. Also, as people walk by and have questions, you're able to talk to them. So we always do pre and post detail walkthroughs, make sure we know what the client's expecting for the car clean, and then afterwards making sure that we hit all the right notes and the car is a wow factor. And then you do get to track running your own zone for the next summer. So from a night apprentice, you can graduate to, I would say, a full night where you're running a zone, where you're running your own business. So we typically don't jump there, usually ease you in, you learn what we do, and then you have the opportunity to start your own business next summer. So giving you a breakdown of how it works with how you get paid. So we call it the night's cut. So when people book different packages, you get different commission amounts. So when a person books a king's detail, you would get $45 from that. If they book an emperor's, you would get $75. And if they book the majestic, you would get $110. So these are for the marketing zone. So if you're helping us market and get the word out, as people book, you earn these commissions. For our night apprentices, those go by the job. So based on how long a job is, a king's is typically 2 hours, emperor's 3 hours, and majestic 4 to 5 hours. The detailers get paid $20 an hour. So the knight's apprentice, as you're working on cars, it gets paid $20 an hour for how long the car is takes to get done. And then the person that helped us get the job gets that commission of up from $45 up to $110. And we also have some bonuses. So if you help us sell the Night Family Plan, which is our membership, you get $10 from each of those that are sold. And as you hit streaks, if within a week you hit more than 5 appointments booked, you get bonuses like $50 plus. So we always talk about the different bonuses and competitions and contests that we have. So stay tuned for those. So I would say realistically, in a summer, we typically run our program from June to about late August. If you're kind of doing it casual and just looking to do it less than part-time, maybe $10, 10 hours a week, you could earn up to $1,400 in the summer. If you start putting in a bit more work, it can go up to 3,500, even over 6,000. We've seen some of our students hit that milestone because, hey, we're going out to events, we're going door to door and really getting the word out. And bookings as the summer is out and the sun is out, it's go time. So, yeah, if you wanted to really push and make good money this summer, it is possible. So I'll give you an overview of what we really expect from you. And again, if it does not fit, if this isn't right for the summer for you, it's definitely okay. Always just let us know if you're interested. And if not, no hard feelings. So we typically ask for about 10 to 20 hours a week of commitment. And again, I'll say consistent marketing effort over the 12 weeks. If you're not able to really commit to that, it's probably not a good fit. We do ask you to show up to the weekly check-ins. So 30 minutes every week. It really helps us understand what your goals are for the week, what your strategy is, and we do those mini trainings to make sure that we're getting the word out so that you can be earning as much as you can. And a lot of times it does take a 1 to 2 weeks to get the momentum going. So I'd say after the first week, if you feel, oh, this is slow, it's not really working out, I would say keep with it, keep persistent because we're showing you what that entrepreneur journey is really like. So don't quit just after the first week if you feel like it's not going as quickly and as you're not hitting your goals as quick. It does take time to ramp up. And you are out there representing our brand for Detailing Nights. You are the front facing. Sometimes you're talking to a person that might not even know who we are. So you're representing the brand. So we always ask you to, as you're talking to customers, remember that you are representing the Detailing Nights brand. So to talk a bit about the training that happens, so we do it over 2 evenings that will be starting next week. So the mindset is a big piece, module one, and module two, talking about what roles and the platform that we use to be able to manage all of the operations for the business. For the second day, which would be this time on Saturday, we talk about marketing 101. So we go through the whole suite of how we get the word out about the company. And of course, the services that we offer. So the detailing packages, and we talk about how to talk to a customer about those packages and how to explain it. And then beyond those online training, we do invite you in person to then learn about what it takes to clean a car. So even if you're in a zone marketer, you understand what it takes to like how our products work and how the process looks. And then for our night apprentices, you get your first taste of what detailing the car looks like so that you're more engaged in it. So, as I mentioned, for module one, which will be next Friday, we talk about why this works, why I feel like entrepreneurship and this style is really beneficial to your future career, or if you're going to become an entrepreneur, this is a great way to see if it's a good fit for you. We talk about the two paths, so being a zone marketer or versus being a night apprentice. And what we'll cover, we cover why the summer is the best window to start a business, the difference between the zone marketer versus a night apprentice path, and of course, the night's cut, what you can earn, and the different tiers of how you can earn your commission, and definitely the mindset shifts. So, because you're not an employee, you are building out your entrepreneurial muscle and that reputation that you can now bring to any career path that you go in the future. And of course, module two, which is also covered on the same day. So, what you do, the systems that we use, and how you get paid as well. So, we'll cover what the zone marketer duties are, the outreach targets, what posting and what cadence you could follow, and of course, lead follow up. So, like I mentioned, we already have a database of past clients. So, we're able to reach out to them if they're in your zone so that you can touch base and check in to see if they want to get their car cleaned again. We go through the night apprentice duties. So the days that you're shadowing our detailers, how to interact with customers, and typically how to go through the process on the job site with the detailing and also talking with the clients. So we go through customer service 101, what to say, what you shouldn't say, definitely our DK platform. So we look through the dashboard, understand the referral codes and the booking links that people would use, and then the payment process. So when you get paid, how and what's reported, how clients pay, we get to walk through the entire process. So before training, and again, you're invited. So next week we're getting started, but definitely think through and decide the path that you'd want to be on. Would you want to be a zone marketer or a knight's apprentice which is more the detailing side of it? So pick the one that's right for you. You can always change later, but I would say come to the training just knowing, okay, this is what I want to focus on. Pick your zone. So based on where you live, typically our participants use those postal codes near them. If there are different postal codes, maybe you're going to be somewhere different in the summer. You can also let us know those postal codes you want to work in. And of course, set your goal for the summer. Are you just trying to make an extra $1,000 or are you trying to push and make closer to 4 to 5,000? Pick that number, have it as your goal, and that way we can help you really push to get to that goal. So the Saturday is when we would touch on modules three and modules four. So module three is walking through that full marketing process. I would say marketing 101, we call it. So we set your weekly goals and we work backwards. We kind of reverse engineer your goal and show what the daily activity does look like to hit that goal. We talk about online and offline marketing. So online, like local Facebook groups, Instagram, Discord, school chats, looking at all the different ways that we can connect with our potential clients. And of course, offline, we have door hangers and bulletin boards and community boards, talking to sports clubs or being at events. We do our own car wash fundraisers sometimes and really helping out that word of mouth. And so we walk through how the referral code system works and then how you can log in and check your dashboard. And of course, we do live exercises. So we write our first kind of outreach messages to say, like, hey, how would you structure a message to go out to your network or possibly your own social media network already? And then module four, of course, this actual service. So we talk about the full royal detailing system. So the flow chart and the step-by-step process. We talk the differences between our king's detail, our emperor's touch, and our majestic packages, and what it covered, like what types of, I'd say, based on how dirty the car is, what we should recommend. So each package is good for different things. And we talk about the waterless proof. So showing videos about how we do the car cleaning without water and our solution. And again, we are always proving to skeptics that feel like, oh, we can't, how do you clean a car without water? So we're able to answer those questions. And then we would make the decision if you're going to sign up and work with us in the summer and what the next steps would be. So we would want to open it up for questions and answers, but I will, okay, I'll edit that part out because those questions will come back to that. But just to finish up, so things you're probably wondering. So, do you need to pay anything to go through this program and this training? No. So, there's no fee for zone marketing training. You only need a phone, internet, and the willingness to do the work. How old do you need to be? We do recommend, I would say, about grade 9, so 14 plus to be a zone marketer. To be a Knight's apprentice, we do ask 16 plus because you're going to be on the road with our team. And what if you don't book any cars in the first week? And that's totally normal. Marketing is a slow ramp up. We'll review your numbers, we analyze and see how to do better. But momentum, you need to build up momentum, especially if you're going to be an entrepreneur. Nothing happens just right away. So having that persistency is really key. Can you do it if you do have another part-time job? I would say if you can commit, I'll say 10 to 20 hours still with the Knighthood Academy, you should be fine. If you feel like your job is going to take away from you at least committing 10 hours a week, this is probably not the right fit. The question of when do you get paid? We do direct deposits bi-weekly. So after bookings are done and the client's paid, every 2 weeks we're paying out your commissions with direct deposit or e-transfer. And what if I want to do both tracks? So if you want to do both tracks, we typically say pick one and then see if you can add on the other. When you try to do both at once, you're trying to market and then also do the detailing, it does get pretty heavy and usually feels like it just fizzles out. So I'll say pick one for now, start there, and then we can add on the other after. So I would say this might not be a fit for you. That is totally okay. And it's better to know now than 3 weeks in. There's definitely no hard feelings and no awkwardness. I know how difficult entrepreneurship can be, and our Knighthood Academy training is tough, but I feel like the reward is there. But again, if you feel like it's not a fit, there's no worries. I would skip it if any of these do apply. So you're looking for guaranteed hourly pay regardless of results. This is commission based, so it does go by the effort put in brings the results. And if you can't reliably commit to 10 plus hours a week, for the 12 weeks, this isn't a good fit. And if you're not comfortable talking to strangers, either in person, online, or over the phone, this is the business of customer interaction. So we talk a lot to strangers, we talk a lot to people that know us, but we have to remind them who we are. So if talking to people isn't a fit for you, no worries. This probably isn't good. And you want to pick it up and kind of do it as you please, and you need consistency for this to work. So I would say for this summer, lean in, use these 12 weeks and see if it you can make it work and really commit to it. And if you don't have a phone with internet access, this will be tough. We do expect you to have a phone with internet. So either, yeah, let's figure that out before we start, but that is one of the requirements. And remember, saying this isn't for me is smart, a mature business decision. We do respect that. Don't feel obligated to join something if you don't feel like it is a good fit. So I would say this is for you. If you show up at the training on Friday, bring the answers to these three questions. You're going to make some real money, you're going to build some real skills, and you're going to have a real option because top performers get the first pick of the zones that you want to do for the next year. So again, you can always be building up to work more with us. And again, when you're out of school, this could be a full-time job for you. But right now, oh, I would say, let me fix this. This is the 23rd. No, wait, 22nd. And so we're looking to help our participants earn between 1,400 to over 5,000. Let's see if it works for us. Like put in the work. Don't shy away if it starts slow. You can definitely build out and build your skills. So I do want to thank you. I'll see you next Friday. The invitations to the training will be sent out. And thank you again for watching. My name is Sir Ryan Knight, one of the founder of Detailing Knights, and here at your service to show you you have the potential to start and be an entrepreneur. And let's join Knighthood Academy and get it done. So I'll see you this summer. Have a good one.